Hello again, Internet. The awesome fish is back with Frogger, and we're playing Looney Balloons this time. Look at this, we're up in the clouds with a whole bunch of time and a fair amount of lives, so hopefully we're going to... Oh dear God, it's that bird again. I think, see, that bird is the first video game character that I actually wanted to die. Honestly. And I remember I recorded it mute in the Lily Islands episode, and now you can see why. Now you can see why it was recorded mute. Well, actually it was an accident. But you can see why it was better that it was recorded mute. Because the noise it makes, we've got the green frog, it's absolutely abhorrent. But you can see now, my impersonation was accurate. Shut up. Right, these flies up here, you need to get this green balloon. See the balloons, they move. The green balloons just go up, regardless of what you do. And the red and yellow ones, they only sink when you're on them. So the green ones, they explode, and the others don't, I don't think. I think they sink and then explode if you get too low, for reasons I can't quite work out. But we're going to jump up there. There's the orange frog, and the good thing about there being so much time on this level is that if you can get the early ones, like the frogs that you only need 10-20 seconds or so, maybe, nice round score there, you can really rack up some big points, like we did in the... what level was it? The Scorching Switches one. The one with the gears. Mostly Fire, I think is what it's called. Go and check that out in the... it might be in the sidebar, I don't know. It's on my channel regardless, so go and give that a look. And subscribe while you're at it. There we go, that's my first plug that I've ever done. Yep, these are ducks. I think they're ducks. We'll hop along side to side until we get that one. There's the green one. You see it continuing to go up. There's the red one. Didn't know where those balloons down in the corner went, but we've got the red one. 3 out of 5, and I think I have the maximum amount of lives. Be quiet, for God's sake! There's going to be a lot of me shouting in this level, but because honestly, could you put up with that? Really, if you were living in these houses down on the ground, I'll bet you could hear it from there, and you just wouldn't be able to live with like this amount of birds just incessantly going like like that. You couldn't deal with it, could you? I think I can't remember how many times I die in this level though, but considering it's like right up in the clouds, oh, I'm dead there obviously, plummeting to my death. And then the balloon explodes. That wasn't me. I do want to eat it with orange sauce. Orange sauce is tasty. I've had it a couple of times I think. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just waiting for that one to come back around. Probably see where it goes. But yeah, it just goes in a pointless loop. It's not going anywhere, certainly. But we're on this seagull thing that makes a much more pleasant noise than the stupid other ones do. I can't remember what birds they are. What birds did we decide they were? I can't remember, but who cares. This one, I don't know where we're going with this one. We're on ducks. I think I was a bit hasty there and I'm dead again. But yeah, I do die a lot just playing games in general. But then there we go. Here's that. See how you like it. Right, so I think we're waiting for that bird to come across, and then we're just going to jump on that. Along we go, onto this one. I like this one. I'm going to name you James. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that either. I think I was hoping to land on the green one. But on we go. We're just going to keep going, and hopefully this bird will die at some point. I don't know, maybe H5N1 will catch it. No, I'm pretty sure that's the right bird flu. I think that's the right one. There was a big scare about that a while back, and absolutely nothing has come of it. So, yeah, best to be prepared, I think. I don't really know much about it. Jump down onto that one, and then on this one, I don't know where this one goes, but obviously nowhere important, because we're just going straight back there. So we're going to hop onto this one, and put up with this mindless screaming. There's a purple frog. Why does this cloud look like a turtle? We've got that frog though, and it froze. I think this is going to freeze a lot, because there's a lot of stuff to process and animate and so forth, like these pointless birds. But if these birds were out of the equation, then there would be much less to animate and it wouldn't freeze. Also, we wouldn't be able to complete the level, so they're kind of integral. I like the timing of that though, straight there, like sprinting for the bus. Onto these ones again. Yellow ones sink and then you go back up, but green ones explode. See the exploding green shards of balloon. Yeah, shards of balloon. I don't know why. But there we go. Onto this one, we're being taken to the turtle cloud again, and across these balloons, which I think take us to the blue one. I think if you were paying attention to the level, you could just see the blue frog from the start. But there we are, we've got the blue frog, this level's done, and out the road. Time flies this time. I don't know why it's called that. Presumably it's got a bunch of time flies in it. Looks like it's sunset now. And we have 22 seconds. Set against the clouds, it's quite difficult to make that out, but why did I do that? I think I was expecting the balloon to come back. You can see why I'm a bit useless. Yeah. I think this level's set in sunset. I don't know, it's obviously a different time. That was close. That's a time fly. I think I figured out why this level's that was hoping that wouldn't land there. But yeah, I think I figured out why this level's called time flies, because you have to collect the time flies to actually get to the frogs, unless the frogs happen to be, well, unless it's a particularly short level. Judging by the previous levels, it's getting slowly more difficult, so I don't imagine it'll be that short. Super tongue. I like the sound of that. Haha. 160,000 points. We pop this oddly coloured balloon and we get these bunch of ducks which we're going to fly around. And where are we going? Oh, we're going down there. Good. There's some time flies. And why are we going round in a circle? We could just go straight there. Obviously we can't. We are going round in a spiral. This is the entire level then. Basically sitting about doing nothing. Apart from pressing the tongue button occasionally. And grabbing those flies, which give you more time. Why would we need more time? We wouldn't need so much time if you would just go there. It's completely pointless. That's a score fly, I think. I don't know how much it's worth, though. Actually, oh, we're finally down there. So, I think this fly at minus 500 points. Okay, thanks for that, then. What a waste of time that was. Here we go, on we go. 25 point flies. There's a frog. And 65 seconds that took. So yeah, this level is obviously going to take a while, especially if I die several times like that. Haha. Never mind, on we go. Balloons. I don't know what to talk about in this level, because how do you talk about it when you're just sitting there doing absolutely nothing? There's some more time. There's some more time again. You can really see it jump up there. There we go. Along. Here we go. I don't know what bird that is. I'm just going to call it a jackal, because I think it's a jackal. Back on the ducks we go. Well, I think since these are quite an integral part of the level, we ought to give them names. What are we going to call them? I think I'm going to call them, let's see, Anne, Tracy, Bill, Gillian, and Derek. I think that's what we're going to call them. All relatives of mine. Yeah, that's, just get on with it. Crying out loud. Do you think, as this big spiralling background constantly turning around, do you think that's ever hypnotised anyone? Or, like, sent them into seizures? Or something like that? Especially with the bright flashing lights of the flies going past. But look at this, we're going in a straight line now. That must mean we're getting there. We're down at the bottom again. There's the balloon that we have to hop on to get across to the other cloud bit. There we go, we've got 5 more seconds, as if we needed 5 more seconds. That was worth 500 points, I like that. We've also got the red one. And along we go. This is so boring. It's frozen. I told you it would freeze, I think. It's just a result of the less than brilliant software I have. But it does the job reasonably well. Got that fly. I don't think those are actually enemies. I think they're just there for something to do. Certainly the ducks are not enemies. The ducks could not be enemies. This is a nice round score I have. 165,000 points. As we go around the pointless spiral again. This is going to be the most boring episode yet. And I do apologise for that. It's not my fault. Go find the person who made this level. Put them in a bag and lock them in a dark room forever. I think that's apt punishment. Or just like put them in a big gyroscope. No, not a gyroscope. Whatever those things are called that the astronauts use for training, the G machines that whirl round and round a massive room, but once every few seconds. I forget what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about, or at least I do. We've got balloons there, we hop along here. There's some flies, there's the frog. Some more points and more scores. On along we go. See, if you're going to die in this level, you should at least have the decency to do it up here instead of down there. Because going through all that, like, and then dying, it's just a complete waste of time. There's the balloon, we're back on the ducks. Do you know something? We're not going to do the ducks this time. We're going to have an intermission. Go off and make yourself some toast or something. We'll be back in a few seconds. And we are back, right at the bottom. See, I told you, that was a good thing to do. We may do that again, if I ever feel bored. But we've got 4 out of 5, so we've only got 1 left to get, and you can see how many lives I've lost. 3 so far, I think, from when we had all the 9 in the previous level. I think that's a case of either timing, lag, or just being so boring that I committed suicide. Yeah. Probably not the best thing to talk about, but hey ho. There's more time, round and round and round we go, where it stops to get some frogs, as was described in a previous video. I think the reason that it freezes is because it's got so much things to animate. Yeah, I just mentioned that, didn't I? Yeah, I need to pay attention more. Round we go. These people down under there. There's a pond there. I wonder what's in the pond. Certainly more interesting than what's going on in the game. Goes round in circles for no explainable reason other than to literally kill time. There's a cloud. Don't know why there's so many clouds. Oh, for God's sake. Don't die when you're down there, you imbecile. Dear. Right. On we go. That's frozen. Definitely, but we're going to carry on. We shall persevere, as is the as we do in this channel. Apart from the one with the bees. Yeah, that's me dead again. But we will persevere, unless it's the level with the bees, because that's just bull, to be honest. Along we go, avoiding the balloons because I don't want to chance it personally, and then we can replenish the time we lost up here. That is what we can do. Back along here. And I'm not entirely certain what's going on or what to say. How do you commentate on this? Honestly, how exactly do you commentate on this? Well, you're frozen there, so there we go. We're going around. What can you say about this? We're going round in circles. See the people on the houses. If they've got cars, how do they get to the road apart from just driving across the grass, which wouldn't be very good, especially if it was wet. It would slide about and probably cause some kind of accident. That's very unsafe. You want to get somebody involved there. Just hop around. I could go backwards and forwards just to score pointless points. Oxymoron, there we go. But we're down at the bottom. There's the orange frog. You can hear it there. 500 points. We've completed the level, thank Christ for that. Don't know what score we got there, but we were linear balloons this time, and I think it took so much time that we're going to do this in the next episode, so we'll see you then, and bye bye for now. Shut up!